Have you ever looked around and realized someone you thought would be in your life forever is suddenly gone? Maybe it was a slow fade, or maybe it was a sudden, painful break. You're left with this hollow feeling and a question that echoes in your heart. Why? Why did this happen? Why did God let them go? If you've ever felt that confusion, that ache of loss, I want you to know you're not alone. It's one of the most painful human experiences, to feel like a connection has been severed and you don't understand the reason behind it. Today, we're going to talk about this very thing. It's a heavy topic, but I believe that by the end of our time together, you'll find some clarity, some peace, and maybe even some hope. We often see the removal of a person from our lives as a punishment or a failure. We replay conversations, wondering what we could have done differently. We blame ourselves, or we get angry at them, or even at God. But what if we could reframe this? What if it's not about punishment, but about protection? What if it's not about loss, but about making space for something new? Let's start by understanding three key concepts: season, assignment, and alignment. Not everyone who comes into your life is meant to stay forever. Some people are here for a season. They are meant to walk with you through a specific chapter of your story. They might be there to teach you a lesson, to support you during a tough time, or to help you grow in a particular area. Once that season is over, their role in your life might be complete. It doesn't make the memories or the lessons any less valuable. It just means the season has changed. Then there are people who come into your life for an assignment. Their purpose is more specific. Maybe they were there to connect you to your future spouse, to help you get a job, or to challenge a belief you held that was holding you back. Once the assignment is complete, their presence might naturally fade. It is like a guide who gets you to a certain point on your journey and then lets you continue on your own path. It doesn't mean the connection wasn't real. It just means its purpose has been fulfilled. And finally, there's alignment. This is the big one. Alignment is about who is meant to go with you into your future, into the next level of your destiny. As you grow, as you evolve, as you get closer to the person God created you to be, your circle will inevitably change. It has to. Imagine you're training to climb Mount Everest. You can't bring along someone who is only prepared to walk in a park. It's not a judgment on them. Their path is just different. Your energy, your focus, and your values start to shift. And sometimes, people who were once aligned with you are no longer a match for where you are headed. This separation caused by growth can be incredibly painful, especially when it's with people you love dearly. You might find yourself having less in common. Your conversations might feel strained, or you might just feel a growing distance you can't quite explain. This is often where we get stuck. We try to force the connection to work, to fit a square peg into a round hole, because we're afraid of the void their absence will create. But forcing a connection that is no longer aligned is like trying to wear shoes that are 2 sizes too small. It's painful, it restricts your movement, and it prevents you from walking freely into your future. The Bible talks about this concept in the form of pruning. In John 15, Jesus talks about being the vine and us being the branches. It says that the Father, the gardener, cuts off every branch that bears no fruit, while every branch that does bear fruit, he prunes so that it will be even more fruitful. Now, I want you to hear this clearly. Pruning is not a punishment for the branch. It's a process done to good branch, a fruitful branch, to make it even better. Sometimes God has to prune relationships from our lives, not because those people are bad or because we are bad, but because the connection is no longer contributing to our ultimate fruitfulness. It might be holding us back, distracting us, or draining the energy we need to grow. The pruning process hurts, there's no doubt about it. But the purpose behind it is always greater growth and a bigger harvest. So, how do you know if a season has ended with someone? There are often signs. You might feel a constant sense of unease or anxiety around them. The relationship might feel draining rather than life-giving. You might notice that your values are heading in completely different directions. Maybe conversations are all about the past, with no shared vision for the future. Or perhaps you just feel a quiet release in your spirit, a sense that it's time to let go. It's important to pay attention to these nudges. They are often God's gentle way of telling you that a shift is happening. The hardest part is letting go without bitterness or resentment. It's tempting to hold on to anger or to play the victim. But harboring bitterness is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to get sick. It only hurts you. True freedom comes when you can release them with grace. This doesn't mean you have to pretend the hurt didn't happen. It means you acknowledge the pain, you grieve the loss, but you choose to release them from the debt of hurting you. You wish them well on their journey, even if their journey is no longer alongside yours. You trust that God has a plan for them, just as He has a plan for you. This leads us to the most crucial step, trusting God's redirection. When a door closes, it's so easy to stand there, staring at the closed door, mourning what was behind it. But God is calling you to turn around and see the new door He is opening. The removal of someone from your life creates space. It creates capacity. God doesn't take something away without having something better in store. That better might not be another person right away. It might be a season of healing, a season of self-discovery, or a season of drawing closer to Him. He knows what you need more than you do. Your emptiness is an invitation for Him to fill you in a way no person ever could. After the initial storm of pain and confusion, a surprising peace begins to settle in. It's the peace that comes from surrender, from finally stopping the fight and trusting that God is in control. It's the peace that comes from accepting that His plan is perfect, even when you don't understand it. You start to breathe a little deeper. You start to feel a little lighter. You realize that the space they left isn't a void, but a canvas. A canvas on which God can paint a new, more beautiful picture for your life. Take a moment to reflect. Who are the people God is bringing into your life right now? Often, when one person exits, God is already preparing new connections, people who are aligned with your next season. People who will champion you, challenge you, and celebrate your growth. Be open to these new relationships. Don't let the pain of the past prevent you from embracing the promise of the future. The removal of what was is necessary to make room for what is to come. Remember, God is a strategic and loving Father. He sees the whole picture when we can only see the broken pieces. He knows who needs to be in your life for chapter 20, even if it means they weren't in chapter 10. The removal is not rejection, it's redirection. It's not about your worthiness, it's about your destiny. He is clearing the path for you to become everything He created you to be. Trust the process. Trust the pruning. Trust that the empty spaces are just making room for a more abundant harvest. Thank you so much for watching. If this message resonated with you, if you've ever gone through this, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Sharing your story can bring so much healing to others. Don't forget to subscribe for more encouragement on your journey. See you next time.